Welcome back, and today I've got LordSlayer back in Scharnhorst on ranked with his team. So his team is Heinrich, Lion, Toulon, Gorizia, Sims, in an FR25 versus Heinrich, Scharners, Nelson, Amamu, Weimar, Haida, and Sims. Oddly enough, both are actually very similar in terms of, makeup. The enemy team gets an advantage in DDs due to the Haida, but Slayer's team gets the advantage in Cruiser because Toulon's just an amazing cruiser and bullies both those cruisers. Battleships, it's honestly pretty even. So it's going to come down to the cruisers and the DDs. That's what it's really going to come down to. So we'll see how this goes. I do see that Toulon is going wide of C, and that's probably the smart move for him. BC is definitely the good point on this map for sure. A, you can make A work, but usually only from the other side, and you've got to rush that cap. So it's definitely, questionable. But I've seen it go both ways on both sides, but it's usually better from the other side of A than Slayer's side. The other two caps, though, are usually about even. B's, even. C's, usually Slayer's side. But the Sims spot, getting that early spawning is what is really going to make the difference in this map. Now, he is detected, so there's the Sims. I don't know what Slayer was aiming at. I think he shot the Weimar. Oh, just a little short. I think he popped his engine, he was using his engine boost. That's probably how he was able to survive. Had he not had the engine boost? Okay, so the Haida wins A. And I believe Haida out DPMs the FR25 and out detects it, I believe. If Toulon can dumpster that Weimar, they can help win that side a little bit easier. Okay, it looks like the FR25 has Sanzanetti on him. Yep, FR has Sanzanetti. Haida was like just running a normal captain. I haven't seen anything from the Sims or anything. So we can assume both of those are running normal captains. And Slayer is running Lucians. So and it's not so much secondaries that are going to be the key. It's going to be that extra spotting. They do lose to torpedoes. That is but the Gorizia is right there. And he's already used his torps. So if they can pick up the Haida and the Sim, that's a good trade. But they've got to get both of these guys down. Oh, you gotta be joking me. 500 health. Okay, they do pick up both of them, so that's great. That's a good trade. I mean, I expect the Gorizia to die. He's kind of out there. I don't know what he's going to do. That's going to hurt him. Yeah, that hurt him. That was about 20k. And he doesn't get any citadels in return. The Leon might get a good hit, though. Oh, I think he was angling out and the shell just kind of bounced and broke. They will pick up A, though. I think the Toulon is going to go down. To the Weimar. Yep, Gorizia goes down. And if I was a Toulon, I'd ram the Weimar. Oh, Toulon kills the Weimar. Great. That's a good trade. So if he can just ram the Scharnhorst, that would be a really good trade. Now see, these are the ranked matches I like, where it kind of goes back and forth, where you don't know who's going to win. But it's like, okay, Weimar too long dies to Weimar fire. It's going to be, he's taking a lot of damage from that Scharnhorst. That, they pushed C in case you were wondering, and that was the too long. He's taking cross shots from the Scharnhorst. Like, you can just see that this Nelson is really just Slayer to death with 6-minute shells. And yet, Slayer shells aren't really doing it. I don't know what behind is doing. Slayer may it's gonna take another good salve. Yeah, that hurt. Oh, you gotta be good. And now there goes the super heal. So that's gonna make it even harder to get him. Oh, hopefully that did not hurt. On fire. He's just not getting the damage. And the FR dies corpse. That's actually very surprising. Slayer, thank you, Heinrich, for helping Slayer. Good job, FR25. That's a good trade. Okay, broadside Omamu. Slayer is like no help. Oh, that's a beautiful broadside. And apparently he's saying aimbot. Really? He thinks you have aim. That was not an aimbot. Been a while since I've seen a WoW player call hacks. My guy, you were yeah, reported 2 war games. Yeah, both of the other 2 are basically saying, yeah, you were broadside. Yeah, they're agreeing. They're not even saying he was. They're looking at him saying, "Man, you were broadside to the Scharnhorst." Is the INJ cruiser line complaining? Yeah, apparently Slayer had the Omamu blacklisted, and the other team saying. Hack, they're calling hacks, they're reporting. I wonder why I blackmailed him. Guess this is a reminder. You gotta love it that when people, you know, get called for blackmail. Or are just bad, but then they blame others because, I mean, you guys all saw that. That was a broadside of Mamu. And that could have gone both ways. Because Slayer could have overpanned. He just got lucky, and he aimed right. But he did a good job on that one, and then he gets called out. Yeah, the Omamu, I don't really know what he was doing. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. They're both beached. I think Scharny was trying to get Torps out and beached himself. And now there's just a little bit of a secondary battle going on there. Okay, so they do pick it. That is funny that Thung Long picked it up. That was a good match. That was one of Slayer's best matches in ranked. 100,000 at that tier, I think. But he got devastating strike and high caliber, and then gets called out for aimbotting. The Omamu is on the bottom. The Nelson was ranked 2. Haida was 5, so he was up there. I think had the Nelson went in the middle, and the Scharnhorst and the Hydric both went to... One went to A and one went to C, and Nelson was in the middle, that could have gone a lot differently. I really think if they had split their battleships up more evenly, that match could have gone a little bit more differently. But hindsight's 2020. But a good match for Slayer, and he pulled a nice 1888 basics. So that's a good match. Let's see, he did 28,000 to the Omamu, 48,000 to Scharnhorst, and then just a little bit. How much did the Nelson actually do to him? Nelson did around, what is that, about 54,000 and a half? That's still quite a bit. Yeah, that AP just chunked his health. That's where he lost all of his health to. Although I don't know if he could have done anything different. He could angle it a little bit more, but I don't think it would have mattered much. Because it does get 16-inch guns. And you're going a battlecruiser versus technically a battleship. So there's not much you could have done on that. Although definitely taking the trade with the Haida and the Sims was good. Had those two maybe lived, or just one of them lived, it could have gone a little bit more differently. Let's see. Looks like he was running a blue booster. Made a nice 700,000 profit. Almost 800,000. That's a good profit for ranked. Looks like, again, he's running a red booster. He's still pulling a decent amount of free XP, 8,000. And then 21-point commander Luchins. Beautiful amount of commander XP at 32,000. That's a good match. That's a good haul, for sure. Although I feel like the free XP is significantly low. Because I did a Massey game once, and I pulled like 20,000. I just feel like 8,000 is really low. I don't know. That's just my opinion.